Everyone in Willow Heights whispered about the local CEO, powerful, private, impossible to approach. But no one knew that one early morning, in a quiet kitchen on Elmwood Street, he would be standing there, making breakfast for a single mother who never expected kindness from anyone, let alone from him. What he told her that morning didn't just change her day, it changed her life. And before we begin, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more heart-touching stories on USA Drama 2.0. Maya Thompson had built her life on early mornings and quiet sacrifice. A single mother raising her little boy, Jordan, she cleaned homes in the upscale neighborhood of Willow Heights, a place where every driveway held a luxury car and every backyard had a swimming pool. She never complained, never asked for help, never expected anyone to notice her. People saw her as the cleaner, the quiet woman who arrived before sunrise and left long after the sun had set. But what no one knew was that behind her gentle smile lived a woman who had survived storms, heartbreak, and countless nights wondering how she would provide for her son. Among the homes she cleaned, one house stood out, the modern glass and wood mansion belonging to Ethan Carter, CEO of Carter Innovations. Some said he was too serious. Others whispered he never smiled. But Maya thought he was simply lonely. He always left early and returned late. His voice was calm, his manners were respectful, and he always thanked her, something not many residents did. Still, their conversations were short and formal. Maya never expected anything more, until one morning changed everything. It was a Saturday. Maya arrived half asleep after staying up late helping Jordan with his school project. She unlocked the door, stepped inside the quiet kitchen, and froze. Someone was already there, not just someone, Ethan, but he was not in his usual business suit. He wore a simple t-shirt, sleeves slightly rolled, standing by the stove, cooking pancakes, eggs, toast, and something smelled like fresh coffee. Maya blinked rapidly. This couldn't be real. "Good morning," Ethan said warmly without turning around. "I hope I didn't startle you." Her voice trembled. "Sir, I didn't know you'd be home." He finally turned, a soft smile on his face. "I thought it was time I tried making breakfast instead of eating vending machine snacks at the office." Maya stood speechless. People like him didn't cook. Not that early, not ever, at least not from what she'd seen in these homes. Then he added something that made her heart pound. "And, I made enough for two, if you'd like to join." She shook her head quickly. "Oh, no, sir, I can't. I'm here to work." Ethan stepped away from the stove, leaning slightly against the counter. "Maya, you're here every morning before the sun rises. You take care of this place like it's yours. The least I can do is offer you breakfast." She swallowed hard. "No one's ever made me breakfast in a very long time," she admitted softly. He paused, his eyes gentle. "Well," he said, "there's a first time for everything." They sat at the kitchen island. She tried to hide her hands, rough from work, dry from cleaning solutions. Ethan noticed but said nothing. Instead, he watched her take a bite of the pancakes. Her eyes widened. "These taste amazing," she said before she could stop herself. He laughed for the first time she had ever heard. "Well, that's a relief. I followed the recipe 3 times. Then silence, comfortable silence. Finally, Ethan looked at her. "Maya, can I ask you something personal?" She hesitated but nodded. "How do you do it? Working so much, always staying so positive." No one had ever asked. No one had ever cared. She took a breath. "My son," she said quietly. "I do everything for him." Ethan nodded slowly, something shifting in his expression. "What's his name?" "Jordan." A soft smile appeared on Ethan's face. "I'd like to meet him someday." Ethan exhaled deeply, as if preparing himself to say something difficult. "Maya, I've been watching you work for months, not in a strange way, but in admiration." Her heart skipped. "You're dedicated, you're strong, you're patient, and you do everything alone." She didn't know how to respond. Then he said it. "Maya, I didn't make breakfast today just for company. I made it because I need help." She blinked. "Help? From me?" "Yes," he said firmly. "I'm opening a new division at my company. A position that requires someone trustworthy, organized, and hardworking. Someone like you." She stared at him. Ethan continued, "I've seen how you manage a house, how you plan, how you stay calm even under pressure. You have the skills. I just think no one ever gave you the chance to use them." Her eyes filled instantly. Ethan held up a small folder. Inside was a job offer. Better salary, benefits, flexible hours, and support for Jordan's schooling. Maya's breath stopped. I'm offering you a full-time position, he said softly. If you want it. She felt her hands tremble. Why? Why me? He met her eyes, slow and sincere. Because you deserve it, Maya. You've deserved more for a long time. Her heart froze, not in fear, not in confusion, but in pure disbelief. No one in her life had ever seen her worth this clearly. Maya covered her face with her hands as tears slipped down her cheeks. Ethan gently placed a box of tissues in front of her. I'm sorry, she whispered. I never cry in front of anyone. You don't need to apologize, he said warmly. You've carried everything alone. Maybe it's time someone helped carry a little of it with you. Maya looked up. I accept, Ethan smiled, truly smiled. Then welcome aboard. That afternoon, Maya brought Ethan's offer letter home. Jordan's eyes shined with excitement. Mom, you're going to work in an office. With computers and chairs that spin. Maya laughed. Yes, baby, and you won't be tired all the time. Her heart squeezed. I'll still work hard, she said, but things will be better now. Jordan hugged her tightly. I knew good things would happen to us, Mom. Maya started her new job the following week. Ethan introduced her to the team personally, insisting she meet everyone with confidence. He never treated her like an assistant. He treated her like an equal, a partner, someone who mattered, and slowly, Maya's life transformed. She laughed more, she slept better, she walked with her head high. Jordan saw a happier mother every day. But the biggest change was this. Ethan and Maya began having breakfast together once a week, not because she needed help, not because he felt pity, but because they genuinely enjoyed each other's company. One morning, months later, Ethan said quietly, You know, that first breakfast we had, it wasn't just about offering you a job. Maya looked at him curiously. It was the first time I'd felt at peace in my own home, he admitted. You brought light into this place without even realizing it. Maya blushed. Ethan, he smiled gently. Let's just say, I'm grateful you walked into my life. And as she looked at him, she realized something. Maybe life still had beautiful surprises left for her. Maybe kindness could appear in the most unexpected places. Maybe healing could begin with something as simple as breakfast. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to USA Drama 2.0 for more inspiring and emotional stories.